Welcome back to Mr. Magazine, your favorite home for stories that pull back the velvet curtain of stardom and reveal the human hearts beating beneath the spotlight. Before we unravel today's tale of secrecy, speculation, and sincerity, take a moment to subscribe, hit that like button, and if you truly love what we do, click join to support our growing community. Your presence helps us bring you the most exclusive, heartfelt stories from the world of fame. And now, let us step into a story that took even the most devoted fans by surprise, a love quietly sealed, a rumor storm that followed, and the voice of loyalty that cut through the noise. It began not with paparazzi sirens or red carpet flashes, but with a single image, soft light, white silk, a smile that seemed both calm and trembling. That was all it took. Within hours, the internet was ablaze with whispers. Did Alina Boz just get married? For an actress celebrated for her poise and mystery, this was no small revelation. There were no announcements, no press releases, not even a cryptic Instagram story. Just a few photographs, a candlelit setting, a handful of loved ones, and the unmistakable glow of a woman in love. The quietness of it all made it louder. Fans, journalists, and industry insiders alike were caught in the same breathless confusion. When did this happen? Who was the groom? And why the secrecy? An insider who attended the ceremony later told us it was pure and simple. No media, no show. Just love, and a little bit of trembling joy in her eyes. But the calm soon gave way to a storm. As dawn followed the first leaks, speculation swelled like a tide. Social media became an echo chamber of questions and assumptions. Some said Alina's sudden marriage could only mean one thing, a pregnancy. Others studied the photos like forensic detectives, the way she cradled her bouquet, the slightly looser cut of her gown, the soft glow of her expression. Every detail became evidence. Every silence became a statement. Yet through it all, Alina said nothing. Neither did her husband, whose preference for privacy seemed only to deepen the intrigue. Their silence was both shield and spark, protecting their peace while fueling the endless fascination of millions. As one entertainment columnist put it, in an age where everyone overshares, silence itself becomes news. And she was right. The quieter Alina remained, the louder the internet grew. Then, just as the gossip reached fever pitch, a familiar voice entered the story, calm, steady, and deeply respected. Alp Navruz, Alina's longtime friend and frequent co-star, finally spoke. Reporters cornered him at a press event, hoping for a hint of drama. Instead, he gave them something entirely different. "Yes, I was there," he said with a faint smile. It was beautiful, emotional, and full of love. People should stop overthinking it. It's not what they assume. Pressed further about the supposed pregnancy, Alp paused before adding, "No, it's not about that." Alina's decision wasn't sudden, it was sincere. She's been in love for a long time. She simply followed her heart. Those few words spread faster than any rumor could. Within minutes, his interview clips flooded timelines across Turkey. Hashtags bearing both their names trended globally. Fans who had been divided suddenly united in admiration, not just for Alina, but for Alp's unshakable loyalty. His defense didn't sound rehearsed or protective, it sounded real. According to close friends, Alp's explanation reflected the truth. There was no haste, no hidden motive. This wasn't a story of urgency, but of understanding, of two people who had quietly chosen each other long before the world took notice. A close friend of the couple described it best. They didn't rush into anything. They were simply ready. They've always been calm, private people. Their love isn't about showing off, it's about belonging. Her husband, who continues to stay out of the spotlight, reportedly shares her value for quiet stability. Their relationship, insiders say, is marked not by red carpets or photo ops, but by coffee mornings, shared laughter, and the rare serenity that fame can't buy. She didn't need the noise, another confidant explained. She needed the moment. Still, not everyone was ready to accept simplicity as an answer. Within the industry, the wedding sent mild tremors. Producers whispered about timing, journalists scrambled for statements, stylists and PR teams traded guesses about how long she had planned it. Some colleagues, though, offered nothing but warmth. Alina has given everything to her work, wrote one co-star on Instagram. She deserves to be happy in her own way. Those words echoed through a fandom already overflowing with emotion. Comments poured in. We're so proud of her for following her heart. This is the Alina we love, graceful, private, real. She doesn't owe us explanations, happiness speaks for itself. Still, skepticism lingered in corners of the internet where gossip reigned supreme. For some, mystery will always demand an explanation. For others, it's the very thing that makes her fascinating. Why are people so enchanted by her? Perhaps because Alina Boz is the rare celebrity who guards her inner world like a sacred space. While others chase constant exposure, she chooses silence. And that silence invites endless interpretation. A media critic recently observed, in a culture addicted to revelation, her restraint feels radical. She lets curiosity bloom, not by what she shows, but by what she withholds. And maybe that's why this wedding hit harder than any public spectacle could. It reminded everyone that even in an era of digital transparency, some stories still belong to the heart. Amid all the frenzy, one figure quietly redefined what loyalty looks like in show business. Alp Navruz, calm, thoughtful, and unbothered by the chaos, spoke not just as a colleague but as a friend. Those close to the duo described their friendship as built on honesty, not gossip, trust, not competition. Alp has always respected her privacy, said a journalist who's followed their careers. He didn't have to defend her, but when he did, he changed the conversation entirely. Indeed, his brief statement reminded everyone that not all Hollywood-style friendships are performative. Some are simply human. Some endure. Fans celebrated Alp's response with a new wave of admiration. Comments flooded in. We need more friends like Alp in this industry. He protected her dignity without invading her space. That's what real respect looks like. And just like that, what began as a swirl of rumors transformed into a meditation on love, privacy, and friendship. As the noise dies down, one truth remains steady: Alina Boz didn't just marry, she made a choice. Not for spectacle, not for storylines, but for herself. In a world where every emotion is turned into content, choosing silence becomes an act of rebellion. And for Alina, it was also an act of love. Her wedding may have surprised the world, but its meaning was quietly profound. Love, when it's real, doesn't need witnesses. Alp Navruz's loyalty and calm presence only amplified that sentiment, proof that genuine friendship still exists amid fame's constant storm. Now, dear viewers, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Alina Boz's secret wedding? Do you believe silence is the ultimate statement in today's world of oversharing? And who would you like to see us feature next on Mr. Magazine? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you'd like to support us further, click join to help our community grow. Every like, every share, every comment keeps us bringing you stories straight from the heart of the entertainment world. As this chapter of Alina Boz's story closes, one lesson shines through: real love doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it slips quietly into being, with candlelight, soft music, and the courage to follow one's heart despite the noise outside. And that's the kind of love story we at Mr. Magazine will always celebrate. Stay tuned, stay kind, and remember, behind every headline, there's a heartbeat. This has been Mr. Magazine, where the stars come home to tell their stories.